You know, they always say it's a good idea to warm up before you play games. So right here we have a hand warmer. We're just gonna go ahead and warm up real quick. Holy crap, that's actually hot. This is awesome. Yes, I am endorsed by hand warmers. What's going on, guys? Fuzzy bringing you back into the whole YouTube scene. What we're going to be talking about today is actually something I've been thinking about for a while now. I don't know about you guys, but I've always wished I could trade players on my own team because I'm not the type of guy that wants to buy stubs and have to, and not say work for what I have, but I like grinding, but sometimes it gets a little boring. So do you see where I have David Ortiz? For whatever reason, I suck with David Ortiz, and it was the same thing in MLB The Show 15 when I finally got Mike Schmidt after, it was like a week and a half of grinding nonstop. Finally got Mike Schmidt, and I could not hit with him for anything. So what kind of sucks about Mike Schmidt is because I got him through missions, I couldn't sell him after that. So I was kind of stuck with him, and I could never do good with him. I think I hit under 200 with Mike Schmidt. So what I was kind of thinking is, wouldn't it be cool if you could actually trade, or not trade, because I think that could be abused. Because let's say you have a really high-end streamer, or if you have a lot of friends and they somehow pull a diamond, they don't play the game, so they trade you, Andrew McCutchen flashback for Chad Bettis of the Rockies. Not an even trade. So what I was thinking is, do you see where it says head-to-head? There's not really an incentive to playing head-to-head other than the few cards that you get at the end of the game. Usually they're scrubs, let's be honest, and the rating that you have. The better you are, the higher the rating. So I'm not too high right now, but I feel like I'd be playing a lot more head-to-head if there was more incentive to play. So in terms of cards, if you had duplicates, if you had cards that you didn't want, for example, I just unlocked Dustin Pedroia after a CPU game, randomly. And I don't need Dustin Pedroia because I already have Trey Turner at second base, and I feel like he's a better hitter, so I'm going to keep Trey Turner there. What I wish I could do is, because Dustin Pedroia isn't worth that much, I wish I could go ahead and play head-to-head and just bet him against someone else. And this is fair because now you're going up against someone who's completely random. You can't play with friends, you can't play CPU on rookie. You have to play head-to-head and someone who is equal to you, and they also have to put up a card as well. I don't think you should be able to bet silver cards. I think it's gold and above. I think once you get really high in rating and you really feel like you're good enough to go ahead and bet golds and diamonds, you can go ahead and put a Dustin Pedroia, or maybe you have a Cliff Lee that you just don't want anymore. You could go ahead and bet him and hope that the other person bet something decent. There's kind of some gray area around that. Like, let's say someone has a Dustin Pedroia, you already have that, and you win the game, you get a second Dustin Pedroia. I guess there's no harm in that because you can just sell them. So you've won the game, you've got some extra cards after that, and you have a guaranteed gold if you win. Now, if you don't win, of course, you lose the card, but you don't mind because it's a card that you didn't want. If we go over here to head-to-head, I wish there was an option where once you pick it, you could say, press square for bet a card, press this, this, and that. And they would only match you up with people who wanted to bet a card. So it might take a little bit for matchmaking, but I think it would be an awesome addition to the game. It adds that level of intensity. I know when I played Call of Duty back in the day, if you guys ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 1, they had a currency, they had sticks and stones, they had all these different mini games to where you could actually bet your own money. That way if you win, there was a prize pool so you could triple your money. It was really awesome, and then you can buy gold camos, all these different things. So you could, let's say you could bet stubs. I think that'd be awesome. You could bet 10,000 stubs, someone could match that, and you can go back and forth. The only reason why I think we might not have betting as opposed to trading is because betting, again, Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame for betting on baseball, but I think this is different. This is video games. It's supposed to be fun. I mean, I have Josh Hamilton, David Ortiz, Kanye West, and Cliff Lee all on the same team. So it's not supposed to be realistic, it's supposed to be fun. And honestly, I think betting on baseball would be fun in a video game simply because there's not really much to lose. If you're willing to bet a card, I think you're willing to lose it, and you have the chance to win an even better card, which I think is going to be better. To me, that just sounds like a lot of fun. Head-to-head, honestly, not many people play it. If you go on YouTube, it's usually just Battle Royale or certain things like this and Conquest and Road to the Show and Franchise. Not too many head-to-head games, and I think betting on it, like let's say you had Reggie Soccer and you wanted to trade for Alex Rodriguez, maybe there was maybe there's divisions where you can only trade diamond, you can only trade gold, or you can only trade flashbacks. I think that would be amazing. What do you guys think? Do you think there should be betting in the game, or do you think there should be trades? And if not trades, go ahead and let me know, because I feel like everyone has the same kind of opinion on it, where yes, it would be amazing, but it does have a good chance to be abused by high-end streamers or even low-end streamers who can possibly pay their friends for, an Alex Rodriguez prime flashback, which would not be fair at all. So that's gonna do it for today, guys. We pretty much went over the fact that yes, trading would be awesome, but it definitely has a good chance of leading to a dark area. So I think betting would be better because you're both having something to lose and you're willing to give away that card at the same time. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Anyways, let me know your guys' opinions. Leave some comments down below of what you guys think, and I'll be back tomorrow, maybe even the second day for another video, okay? Have a good one.